The habits you think are normal are keeping you broke, and most people don't even notice it until money shows them the truth. Most people don't realize they're living in survival mode until they finally taste abundance. When you're broke, certain habits feel normal, not because they're right, but because they match your reality. Let's be honest, when money is tight, your brain doesn't think about investment, growth, or legacy. It thinks about getting through the day. That's why poor habits feel comfortable. They don't demand more than you currently have. Cheap dopamine becomes the lifestyle. Gossip, impulsive spending, validation, procrastination, blaming the system, celebrating struggle instead of escaping it. You scroll more than you plan. You consume more than you create. You escape more than you build. And the dangerous part? It feels normal. Everyone around you lives the same way. It becomes the culture, the norm, the comfort zone. But then money enters the equation. Suddenly, you realize it wasn't normal. It was necessary at the time, but limiting for the future. You get money and notice something strange. The habits that once protected you now expose you. Because wealth doesn't reward survival behavior, it rewards disciplined behavior. Let me give you examples. When you're broke, buying cheap is logical. When you have money, buying cheap repeatedly is expensive. When you're broke, eating anything is fine. When you have money, eating anything is self-disrespect. When you're broke, free time is for rest. When you have money, free time is for productivity. When you're broke, your circle is your entertainment. When you have money, your circle is your influence. When you're broke, opinions feel powerful. When you have money, execution feels powerful. Do you see the shift? Poverty habits aren't always stupid. They're often strategic for scarcity, but they're disastrous for abundance. Wealth exposes your identity. A poor man with money still rushes. A rich man with no money still plans. Because luxury is not a result of possession, it's a result of standards. And here's the real reason poor habits feel normal. They don't require transformation. They don't require accountability. They don't require delayed gratification. They don't require you to become someone new. But wealth demands evolution. Money gives you options, and options reveal character. If you want to stay rich, you must outgrow the habits that felt normal when you were trying to become rich. That's why the broke life feels busy but unproductive, and the rich life feels slower but more intentional. The broke mind chases urgency. The luxury mind builds systems. If you want to live a luxury lifestyle, you don't start with the shopping, you start with the shedding. Shed the habits that feel normal but cost your potential. Shed the mindset that celebrates coping instead of conquering. Shed the routine that feeds distraction instead of direction. Because the moment you raise your standards, your habits must rise to meet them. You don't become elite by earning more money. You become elite by requiring more from yourself. And when you finally do, wealth stops being a moment and becomes your lifestyle. Luxury begins where poor habits end. This is Luxury Mind. Subscribe for more luxury mindset videos. So today, ask yourself, are you living by habits that serve your future or just what feels comfortable right now? The moment you outgrow what's normal, you step into a life most people only dream about. Luxury isn't about money, it's about mindset, standards, and the courage to evolve. Start shedding, start building, and let your habits define the life you truly deserve.